Hey everyone, happy Friday. Welcome back to another edition of Feature Friday. Today we are going to look at our batch processing. So we know a lot of our nonprofit customers, they handle gifts in different batches, and we try and make that pretty easy. So under our transaction menu, we've got our gift batches area. And here's where we can see a few things. We've got our open batches. So these would be any batches that we haven't closed yet that we still have open for accepting gifts. We also have our closed batches over here on the right, and you can see how many gifts and the dollar amount and so forth within each of these batches. We can create new batches, and that's going to allow us to give it a name and then set default values for commonly consistent fields across a batch. So they may all be for the same campaign, they may all be the same type of transaction or a stack of checks. And so we can set the defaults here, and then as we enter new transactions into the batch, those defaults automatically get set on those gifts. We don't have to set those each time, which is a nice thing. Now I've got two open batches here, batch 24 with 18 gifts in it, and batch 26, which is my new batch. Batch 24 is currently my active batch. So this is the one that if I were to just start adding transactions through like the quick add menu here, the add gift menu, that's going to automatically put those into gift batch 24 as the active batch. I can change that really easily just by changing which batch is active. And then I'm able to edit default names, default and name for a batch. I'm going to move this one back to my active batch. I can close a batch from here, which allows me to set the close date. It's going to default it to the newest date or the current date. I can override that if I want. And I can also choose to open a new batch as I close this batch. I don't have to do that if I don't need a new batch open right now. And then as we're entering gifts, we can do that one at a time using our gift entry screen. So we've got our active batch that gets set here. I can also change the batch. So I could to any other open batch if I wanted to. So if I wanted this particular transaction to go into a different batch, I can do that. And as you can see here, as we scroll down, it's going to set like the gift date, the deposit date to the defaults. The payment type is set to the default that I have on this batch. And if there were any other fields, they would automatically get set. So you can add the transactions one at a time like this. Or we have our batch entry screen where you're able to click on this screen here, and we're going to see the current batch we have. So we have 18 transactions in this batch. Those are going to show up already there in green. And then as I scroll down, I can just enter gifts in by tabbing through the screens. And if I have defaults like I do for 17, 420, and the type of check, those are going to all be defaulted appropriately. Same with like campaign, funds, and appeals. And I can actually pick the columns that I want to see on my gift batch entry screen. And that's going to save that to my user so that when I come back next time, if I have a certain set of columns that I like to or need to add to gifts as I'm doing this batch entry, it's going to have those filled in. If I switch to my other batch, I can do that. This one doesn't have any gifts in it yet, and so it would clear out. You can see the grid clears out, and I'm able to just start entering. And as I enter, I can tab through, set my field values as I need to, and when I get to the end, it's going to save that row, turn it green. I know that's saved to that batch, and I'm on to the next row to be able to enter my next transaction. So that's a quick overview of our batch entry process and our batch tracking process. It also ties into our reporting so that I'm able to easily and quickly run a report. Let's just say our gifts this month report, and I can actually go ahead and filter. One of the filter options that I have is the batch that I would like to filter it down to. So maybe I only want to see something from a specific batch. I can start typing that batch name in. I can filter that down and see just that one transaction right in our reporting. So it all ties together. So And this also works with our QuickBooks integration as well. You can set that into batch mode and be able to group those batches together when they integrate over into QuickBooks Online. So that's batch tracking. Hope you have a great rest of the week and a great weekend, and we'll see you next week on Feature Friday.